So now that I've awakened, do things that I fear and get through it. I have a friend, I'll plug her. Her name's Janet Whitney, and she has this book and workbooks about facing your fears. Very great stuff. I do have her workbook here. Super great. And she teaches how people can face their fears. Another one of my friends, I'm going to plug her, Elka Rosenberg, she channels and she says to me, she does the tarot cards sometimes, and she did the tarot cards for me a few times. And every time she goes, if you remove fear, you can be successful. And she goes, this will be your path. And I go, okay. I remove fear, I face it, and all of a sudden great things are starting to happen. And I go to her, I go, man, you're goddamn right. To remove the fear. She's like, yeah, I know. She's German, I love her. I know. So removing that fear for anyone, I think, because there's also, I have so much to say. There's also this movie, The Yes Man, where he says yes to everything. Everything that comes to him, he's saying yes. And that is something I've done in one of my personal development courses years ago, and I think they're having a play on that because it's a comedy. I think that's what was happening. And so I started being this yes woman, and nothing really great happened to me back then when I was this yes woman. But it's when you remove the fear of what you want to do, what you know you need to be doing, and you do it anyway, that's when things happen. It's an intentional removal. And for me, in this self-love journey I'm going to go on for the rest of my life, removing that fear creates more abundance and more freedom and more love and other people coming into my circle that are fabulous people. So I think there's something about intentionality for your life, removing the fear, asking yourselves the questions, what would I do? What am I going to do now in this bad situation? What I'm going to do now, I feel like shit. I'm sitting on my couch whining. What is my choice? How can I help myself? And usually it's something simple, like just journal it, get it all out, or go talk to a friend, or go for a workout, or do something nice for yourself. Go buy yourself flowers and put it in right next to your telly and look at the flowers that make you smile. I mean, just do something for yourself. And it's a progression. It's not like immediate. I've got to do all of it now. No, you do little bits at a time. And that's how I lost a dress size in 3 months. It was small baby steps. It was 100 jumping jacks. That's all I could do. Seriously, the 100 jumping jacks was hard. But that's how I started every day. Actually, I started 50 jumping jacks every day. The next week I went to 75, and I just incrementally. And then I started doing longer walks, faster, just slowly. Like every day though, I would do something small. And then I got used to that. And then, okay, now I started working out. And I have this DVD. I'm going to plug this one too. Jillian, Ripped and 30. Okay, I'm giving my secrets away, but I don't care. She has 4 weeks, so I just do week 1, and I maybe twice a week, and I couldn't finish it. I couldn't do the whole thing, and I said to myself, I'm going to do week 1 until I can do the whole workout without taking breaks or pausing it or fast forwarding it through other exercises. And that's it. I mean, that's for anyone doing self-love for themselves. How do you love yourself? Incrementally.
By big, small
Baby steps. And it is no, and you don't bite the whole elephant yet. You just take little bits and you get better. A way where what I'm bringing to people is helping them lift their vibration, lift their energy, help them understand where that's coming from and how to go above that and what to say to themselves. So people's self-talk gives them that energy. And if you don't believe it or believe it, so I would, on my mirror, I say, you're bold and awesome and fantastic. I don't actually remember what's on my mirror, but like great words. Trust yourself. Okay. That's all good. My pep talk. You go, girl. That also gives, if you don't believe it, it's okay, but give yourself evidence from it. And what evidence, because everyone has amazing things about them, what evidence do they have? And what evidence could they come up with to make them feel great? And focus on those things. Because people focus, well, the reason I know this, because I've done it to myself for years, I always focused on the bad things. One little thing bad happens, my whole life is over. And I'm crying, I'm upset, I'm angry, or whatever. It was over. But it was just one little bad thing that happened. And my whole day was great. So instead of focusing on that one bad, and I'm sure people heard this over and over and over again, it's easier said than done, but it's a habit. So, okay, what I accidentally did is sent my rent to the old agency instead of my landlord. Okay, that's a big deal. And that's not cool, especially for him, my poor landlord. So I I call, I say, this is what happened. And you know what? I didn't stress about it. He was definitely going to get his rent, the money, for sure. I'm not, I am paying. But the other end, I'm like, how quick can you do this? What can you do for me? How can you send this quicker? And I don't attach myself to it. I know I made a mistake and I apologize to him for that. But he was nice enough not to send me a late fee. So I'm grateful. So that's something that I focus on. I'm grateful he's a great landlord and he didn't put that extra fee on me for doing a stupid thing that I did. But I got the money. He has his money now. But I could have made it, oh my God, and just like freaked out about it. And if I would have freaked out, I guarantee he would have put that late fee on. Because it's the energy that we attract, the people we attract in our life. And and seriously, this is all about what this is about for me, self-love. Um, the rest of my life, self-love. Everyone's like, holy shit. I'm like, no, really, you could do it. And it's just improving every day. And some days you're going to go and not do it at all. Like, honestly, my self-love is to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and work out, have an exercise, take a shower, start my day early, start working early. I love the mornings though. The mornings are my favorite time of the day when no one else is awake yet. And I am not doing that recently. And there's times where I beat myself up a bit because I can't wake up at 5:30 right now. And I don't like the word can't. So anyone using the word can't, you need to strike that from your conversation because you always can. Anyway, I've been sleeping in. So recently I said, fine, I just won't have that much left in my day. I'll start a little later. I won't beat myself up because this is probably something I need to do. Right now, I need to sleep in a little bit later than getting up at 5:30 and forcing it. So let's love myself, not force it, and not be tired for the rest of the day, and get up at the time where I will manage the shower, the breakfast for my son, and the rest of my morning, and start on time for work. It's little increments. So, and the reason I know to do that is because I beat myself up so much all my life. I'm the hardest person on myself than anyone is. And when someone is hard on me in the past, I would have a meltdown because I was already hard on myself. I didn't need someone else to do it to me. So chill the fuck out, I just need to chill out. And what do I need? Why am I sleeping in? Ask the questions. Okay, all right, because I'm overthinking. Fine, I overthink in the mornings. Cool. Maybe instead I get up and journal all the overthinking and then get the hell out of bed. But it's a habit, and it's a habit I haven't gotten to yet. So I'm one that just does it right away because I'm intentional like that. And one day it's going to get sunnier and warmer, and I will wake up at 5:30. But for now, I'm working out later, evenings instead of mornings, which I rather work out in the mornings. But I'm doing something. And that's all that matters for anyone, is just to do something. It's always the first step, and there is no try. I mean, Yoda says this in Star Wars. I love that one. So there's no try, there's only do or don't do. You did it or you didn't do it. So if people attempt it and didn't accomplish it, then okay. But okay, so try that. Just say real quick these words that I do my best. I'm not perfect, but I do my best to strike from my vocabulary. And the reason: try, should, can't, won't. And there's a few others. They're low vibrational words. And it's like copping out. Like a try is a cop out. Oh, I tried it. I gave it a good college try. Well, you didn't do it. It's a cop out. So being with integrity is one of my highest values. None of those words are in integrity for me. And they do lower your vibration. So again, what we think, what we say out of our mouths gives us our life. What life do we want? I want a life full of energy, full of love, excitement, abundance, and freedom. And I'm going to give that to people as much as I can and make them feel amazing about who they are. So those are some of the words that I don't use.